if you're looking for cold hardy herbs for next year, that will bring you probably right through to the snowfall or a heavier frost. My recommendations are mint, of course, which takes over your entire yard, but it's a great ground cover, and also you can limit to where it goes based on what you put for borders. So mint, and our mint is still doing really well even though we've had a pretty good frost. The other herbs that we've had really good luck with for cold is sage. Our sage is doing well. We mulched it heavily with leaves and now it's doing awesome. And our oregano, which I just uncovered the oregano from some kale that was growing next to it and kind of crowding it, but it looks really good now too. The other herb that I was going to recommend, which I've already harvested all of it, so I have none to show you, is rosemary. And the rosemary was still doing wonderful, and I transplanted it inside the house to kind of keep it going throughout the winter. Okay, so here's our mint patch. Still very green, still getting new buds on it. Let's see there, new leaf buds. And then over here, the mint has spread. We have spearmint, and we have orange mint, and we have chocolate mint, and all three of them, this one's kind of buried under here, seem to be doing really well still. Okay, then last weekend I had taken a lot of sage, so because I was afraid it wasn't going to make it through some frost, but it's been doing so great that I left this little one here, and it actually I think has grown some new leaves this week. Is that from the... Anyhow, the oregano over here, this is the little guy I uncovered from kale, and there was also a cabbage nearby that got eaten by bugs. But anyhow, you can see a lot of it's gone to seed. I'm just going to rip the seeds off. And some of it's still great, and I'm going to take it home to dry. But yeah, if you want things to last longer in your garden, go for herbs. If you don't want your mint to travel around on its own, you're going to need to pull up the runners. So this is a runner, and what's happened is you can see it wasn't planted here, but the runners go from the main plant underground and pop up wherever they like. So I don't really want to do a lot of tilling this year, so I'm just going to pull out what I can find for runners by hand. Unless you want your whole garden to become mint, you know, there's nothing really wrong with it. It makes a great ground cover, but it is going to use up some nutrients, a significant amount of nutrients from, see, there's a nice long runner there, from the ground. And then, you know, you might have other things that require the same nutrients as mint, so you might have to pull some, but all of these are runners, and they plant roots as well. You can see the bottoms of this. As it grows, it's rooting and it's traveling across the ground. Probably about December, I'll pull all the mint. I'll actually rake it out. I won't till too deep because I don't really like disturbing the soil. Kind of what I've learned throughout my years of vegetable gardening is no till is best till. So I'm going to probably rake it out in December, and it will grow back no matter what. I can't keep it out of here. Most people's mint comes back year after year. So you can get rid of it for the rest of the year, but it will definitely come back. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to remind you of is if you pull runners for mint and you lay them on the soil, they can reroot and will reroot if they get the chance. And then you've grown another plant. So if you pull them, you need to get rid of them. I like to toss mine in the woods and see if they will grow back. haven't yet, so that's one way to destroy it. One herb that did okay in the cold, but now has since started to wilt, is our dill. It is still edible because I'm eating it right now, but it has actually gone to seed and it's looking a little droopy, but we made it till November, so that was pretty good. Hello, sweetie. Hi. Nothing to feed you guys today. Neighbor cows.